In the Hands of Providence by Alice Raines Trulock. Preface. Joshua L. Chamberlain was a great American hero and a genuinely good man. He was also intelligent, creative, handsome, and well-educated, the embodiment of the 19th century ideal of manhood. Such a man is also an ideal subject for a biographer, at least this one, who spent years immersed in his century and his life. But he was not perfect. In some ways, his life paralleled the course of his beloved country. He rallied to save the Union, became a part of ending the slavery he abhorred, was nearly mortally wounded in the fight, and championed the equality of the freedmen. Then, sharing the moral blindness of other good men, he and they failed the former slaves utterly and allowed evil to fall upon them and prevail. His leadership and bravery in our country's great Civil War, along with his dramatic action at the surrender ceremony at Appomattox, made Chamberlain's deeds legendary in his own era. The filmy veil of time, however, has somewhat obscured his fame. As I thought about these things and his other impressive attributes, I wondered what conditions and what kind of people produced a man capable of them. What influences shaped his character? What motivated him to leave everything he loved to fight for the Union? What was his true personality? Many of the answers to these questions lay in the correspondence in the various manuscript repositories and in private hands. Chamberlain's letters and those of others who wrote to and about him revealed an honorable and thoughtful human being who tried to live up to the high values and behavior inculcated by his parents, church, and community. Possessing an extraordinary facility with words, he expressed his strong ethical and political beliefs in his writings and speeches. On matters of great importance to him, Chamberlain could speak for himself without equal. Therefore, he does so throughout this book. The Civil War years fill most of this volume. As it did for so many who served in the armies on both sides of the conflict, the war would prove to be the most significant event in Chamberlain's life. It would always influence him, and not only because of the pain he endured over the years from his terrible wound. I have tried to present him as the 19th century man that he was, add dimension to his family, friends, and comrades, and tell the story of the boys in blue in our country's most rending war. The years of research and writing about Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain have been a challenge and a joy. I'm sorry that they are over. My obligation and debt of gratitude is immense to the following generous people who contributed to the writing of this book. My husband, James A. Trulock. This volume could not have been written without his enthusiastic support for the project and his assistance, especially on battlefield trips and in assembly.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?